Hello there, this is Lisa Chan talking from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Welcome to Wowospot Kids podcast. Today, we're going to continue to recite the very last chapter of Alice in Wonderland. Last episode, we talked about the queen was very furious and she threw an inkstand at the lizard as she spoke. Never! Poor lizard Bill, when he was trying to write down something on the slate and he found that there was no mark. So he was very smart. He used the ink that was on his face right on the slate. That was where we're at. Now, let's continue. Then the words don't fit you, said the king, looking around the court with a smile. There was a dead silence. It's a pun, said the king, added in an angry tone, and everybody laughed. Let the jury consider their verdict, the king said, for about the 20th time that day. No, said the queen. Sentence first, verdict afterwards. Stuff and nonsense, said Alice loudly. The idea of having sentence first? Hold your tongue, said the queen, turning purple. I won't, said Alice. Off with her head, the queen shouted at the top of her voice. Nobody moved. Who cares for you? said Alice, bracket. She had grown to her full size by this time. You are nothing but a pack of cards. At this, the whole pack of cards rose up into the air and came flying down upon her. She gave a little scream, half of fright and half of anger, and tried to beat them off, and found herself lying on the bank, with her head in the lap of her sister, who was gently brushing away some dead leaves that had fluttered down from the trees upon her face. Wake up, Alice, dear, said her sister. Why, what a long sleep you've had. Oh, I've had such a curious dream, said Alice, and she told her sister as well as she could remember them. All these strange adventures of hers that you have just been reading about. And when she had finished, her sister kissed her and said, It was a curious dream, dear, certainly. But now run into your tea. It's getting late. So Alice got up and ran off, thinking while she ran as well she might, what a wonderful dream it had been. This is such a sweet and lovely part of this chapter, and we finally figure out, oh my God, the whole adventure was just a dream, and Alice woke up finding herself on her sister's lap. Really, she was just having a nap, and it was so wonderful that she was with her sister, who was very gentle and kind and loving. I love it. There were some words understanding. First of all, I think pun is an interesting word, P-U-N. The king said it was a pun, P-U-N. What does pun mean? A pun means a joke, a word play, usually is about a word that has double meaning. For example, in this sentence, I am reading a book about anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down. Or time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana. So, for example, flies has two meanings. Flies can mean flying, and it can also mean flies, like an insect. And it's a pun. In the story, when the king said it was a pun, actually he made no sense because we couldn't find anything that was about a pun. But we knew that the king was silly. Everything he said makes no sense. And for the plot, I think what was very interesting was when Alice found that, oh my God, all the characters in front of her were just cars. They were just cardboards. So she found that very, very amusing. And she returned to her normal size and found that, oh my God, it was just a curious dream. Here is my question for all of you who are listening to this podcast. So would you want to have a nap where you dream something like what Alice was dreaming about? I think I would love that. There are 4 more paragraphs to go until the very end of this whole story, Alice in Wonderland. I'm going to stop right here and we'll continue to recite the very last part of this whole book in our next episode. And in here, I would like to make a very exciting announcement about Wowospot Kids. Our very, very brand new website is just alive only about 2 days ago. It's Wowospot.com. 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 In this very new website, you will find some very interesting features, especially about piano. As many of you probably already know, I am a classical pianist who is based in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And I'm also a piano instructor teaching at Long and McQuay Music Center. And I work with young children, piano beginners, almost daily. So I have a lot of insight and passion about early piano education. Wowospot Kids has decided to offer an online piano contest, which is an online one. So the reach is going to be global. We welcome kids from all over the world to join this very, very fun and creative piano contest for kids age 6 to 12 to join us. And the opening of the sign up is going to be on May 31st, 2026, which is going to be in about 3 weeks' time. So please go to wowospot.com to read more details about the piano contest. This piano contest is our very, very first piano contest, and the contest features my level 1 piano book, The Bagels on the Table, which includes 26 folk style piano music, in which 8 of them is my own composition. So please go to the website to take a look at the music and the repertoire, and a lot of the pieces are offered free download on the website. So parents, if your kids are learning piano and they're very interested in folk songs, for example, imaginative songs, for the ones that we already know, like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or Itsy Bitsy Spider or Happy Birthday. These are the ones that are in this book. It's my own arrangement. Or they would like to explore new songs that I composed. For example, the theme song I composed is The Bagels on the Table. So please mark your calendar, May 31st. The sign up will be open. And do take note that the very first 10 spots are free to enter. Please go to wowospot.com piano contest page to see the details. do visit Wowospot Kids YouTube channel where I post piano tutorials every week, including pieces from this book, The Bagels on the Table. It will give you ideas about the pieces that will be performed in this piano contest, including like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, like Itsy Bitsy Spider, or Happy Birthday. There will be my demonstration about performance. If you are a young pianist, please go to Wowospot Kids YouTube channel to subscribe so you don't miss any tutorials. Another very exciting and funny project we are launching right now is about Wowo sitcom series. We all know that Wowo is our mascot for Wowospot Kids, and Wowo was my dog who passed away 3 years ago, but Wowo stayed with me, and the whole idea about Wowospot Kids was inspired by her, and I want to keep this forever. And Wowo is officially our mascot, and Wowo is going to be our ambassador to promote our ideas and projects, and Wowo is going to grow with you, being an assistant in learning piano or assistant in being with you as a super learner. So I created this Wowo sitcom series, which is going to be very, very simple, like 2 to 3 panels. Wowo's funny and silly moment. It's meant to be creative and fun and educational and entertaining. So on our YouTube channel, Wowospot Kids, you can find the very first episode. It's under the playlist Wowo Sitcom. I hope you will enjoy it, and please follow us and subscribe us. All right, I'm going to stop right here. Do stay with us. We still have 4 paragraphs to go before the whole book, Alice in Wonderland, ends. See you next time.
Starry night, the moon is bright. We'll sing a happy song. Wowospot!